It is estimated, due to the current population survey, that 28% of our population are immigrants. And it is projected that by 2065, it will go up by 36%. This is the land of the American dream. I've interviewed some of the people here today to share their stories, because some people might not understand, which leads to my question. What is it like to be an immigrant in America? Do you feel like you had a chance to get opportunities as a citizen in America?
Yes, I feel very honored and privileged here to be a citizen in America. I am an immigrant, so definitely having citizenship in the United States really helped, us get a job, not just a job, but also get schooling, get, establish careers, and also give back to the community.
It was somewhat of a long track before I was able to be a citizen in America. I'm a first generation immigrant. I came to this country about 25 years. I came to go to graduate school, and from there I got married to my husband, who was also an immigrant. But throughout the process, I think the country supported us, and there were difficult times though. We just didn't know when your next job was going to be at what university, despite the fact that we had very good educational qualifications.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that happened even before I was a citizen. I don't want to make it sound like there is no opportunity for other professions. I think there is. I've seen other people like next to me. I become somebody. So yeah, for sure. For myself, I can definitely tell that there's opportunity.
Do you feel like you gained the American dream that you desire?
Yes, multiple times. Yeah, so initially when I was younger, I thought the American dream was having a nice house, a nice car, a nice career. So when I worked hard to get all of those things, and once that's the thing about goals, when you achieve the goals, there's always something else, So when you get to that goal, I got to the goal and I was like, wait, I want fulfillment in my heart instead of the material things. So now my American dream now is to help the immigrants that are coming to this to this country to live healthier lives. So I reached the first American dream. Now the American dream is to help millions of Latino immigrants that come here.
I think so. I think so. When I came to America, my dream was not to be very rich. I came to America because I want to live the best life that I can, and I want to be in the condition or the best conditions where I am able to raise a family as well as flourish.
I think I'm struggling with the dream definition. I think maybe a lot of immigrants probably, depending on like where they're coming from, where we're coming from, we may or may not have the same goals. And now I'm checking and exploring it.
What were some obstacles that you faced?
I thought I wasn't smart because I didn't really fit into the school system, so I thought there was something wrong with me. Once the magical thing about any personal obstacle that you experience is once you're able to really find a solution for that obstacle, you can really find a way to help others find that solution, which is really what has given me fulfillment up to this point in my life.
Immigration, I think. It's such a long process and very stressful.
Did you face discrimination or racism?
I was actually just sharing a story earlier. I actually got beat up by the cops twice. Yeah, and so I was actually arrested once because somebody reported the car that I was driving in a hit and run, and I knew I hadn't had an accident in it. So long story short is I was pulled out of the car, I was handcuffed, put on the ground, and then 5 cops just show up and just start beating me up. When I was handcuffed, I was helpless.
No, I lived in New York for 13 years, and it's just such a multicultural environment. You feel like at home. You feel at home.
What was your happiest moment of your success?
I could pinpoint it. And it was even before I started my company, even before we had started generating money with the company, a little boy who saw my video about how much sugar was in a pop. His mom reached out to me like 6 months after he watched my video, and she said, "Hey, he's lost 60 pounds in the last 60 months. He's told his dad not to bring pop or juice or, beverages with a lot of sugar in them. So he's making changes. He, as a little boy, is making changes in the house. And that's really it filled my heart. I knew what I had to do it from that point forward, because he didn't pay me. I didn't know about him. He just saw the video, and then it impacted his life. So from that moment on, each day, these things happen, So yeah, so that was the happiest moment, just being able to help a young man, a young boy.
When you see the children ease into the mainstream society here, you really feel happy and successful.
What would you say to someone that wants to come to America?
I'd say, come, knowing that you're gonna have to work hard. Come knowing that everything is possible, and that people are around you who can help you reach whatever goal it is, if you're willing to put in the work.
Someone that wants to come to America, I say try. I also say that there is a lot to learn, and be patient and willing to learn a lot. Coming to America, you can just come one day, but that's just the beginning. There are many steps to being an American or living here successfully. You have that faith and be willing to work hard and learn. After all these years, I can say that yes, it is a truly magical and beautiful place. Anybody should dream of coming here.
I would say do your research, and there is definitely, and now it's easier. Back when I was coming, there was practically no internet, so it was much more difficult. And you want to do research where you want to live, and you want to do research about what you want to be, because these things will affect how you will settle in. But I think it's also important to stick with what you want to do as well.